Hello, everybody. This is Vince Russo. This is Getting Color. This is the Big Vito LaGrasso show. I am just his co-host on Sunday nights. However, Vito is away on business. He is not with us here tonight. With me tonight, together again, lazy, lumpy, loopy, loser, lover, lackadaisical, lawnmower, Lane. Mr. Jeff Lane. What's going on, my friend?
Definitely not a lawnmower. You can take that one out.
All right, I'm sorry about that.
Yes. What's going on?
Mr. Jeff Lane, I just did 3 hours of Periscope, bro.
I watched some of it, yes.
And Jeff, I'm eager to get your feedback because I don't know if it's because I was on Periscope for 3 hours and I was being highly entertained. So I was very, very bored by what I was watching. I don't know if it was because of that, or I don't know if it's just because it was a lackluster, boring pay-per-view. I don't know. That's why I'm eager to get your spin on it. But before I do that, Jeff, there's a couple of things I want to address. First of all, is your good friend Rudy Charles. Okay, because let me erase this theory of Rudy being any kind of a gentleman or a hell of a guy. Let me erase all that. There was a situation today. I guess the Raw crew was flying out to LA and Rudy and Nia Jax were on the same flight. The story that's been reported is they put Nia Jax in a middle seat. Bro, I can't sit in a middle seat. If I got to sit in a middle seat on an airplane, I go freaking bonkers, bro. I can't imagine how uncomfortable somebody like Nia Jax would be. So the story goes, she had a middle seat. Rudy had an aisle seat. So all of a sudden, Rudy gets up, gives his aisle seat to Nia Jax and takes Nia Jax's middle seat. So, now Nia Jax is taking pictures with Rudy and we're posting them all over, social media. Rudy's a hero. Rudy's a gentleman. Rudy's this, Rudy's that. Okay, guys, let's go back to this past Monday night, 6 short days ago. 6 days ago when I told you this 2-hour gauntlet match, the only thing that was entertaining to me was Rudy Charles, and I couldn't take my eyes off of Rudy. And I made the comment during the show, go back and look at my Twitter feed, why does Rudy Charles always look like he's constipated? Jeff, did I not say that?
I said because we know he's full of you-know-what.
Yeah, he's full of poop, bro. He's full of poop. But he always looks like he's freaking constipated. And I even text messaged him after last week's match. I said, bro, next time you're going to referee a 2-hour match, take a deuce before the match, bro. Don't go through a 2-hour match looking like you're going to crap your pants, for crying out loud. So Rudy takes a middle seat, bro, and he's being heralded as some kind of hero and gentleman. Meanwhile, Rudy knows throughout the duration of that match, he's not going to have to get up and take a deuce because he's constipated, bro. So, of course, it's no problem him sitting in the middle seat. He's not going to have to climb over anybody to go take a number 2. So as far as him being a hero and him being this and him, bull crap, bro. Bull crap. The guy stopped up.
I can't stand the middle seat. There's no way I would switch somebody and take the middle seat.
Nah, Jeff, if you were in that position, you would.
You think?
Oh, yeah, you definitely would, bro. Bro, I remember one time, Jeff, I swear to God, one time, Jeff, for whatever reason, I don't know how, I don't know why, it was probably a mistake. One time, I got a first-class flight when I was in the wrestling business. Okay, bro, meanwhile, like a guy like Eric Bischoff didn't go anywhere unless he was in first class. Jeff, with all 3 companies, one time I was in first class. And, bro, I'll tell you what I think it was. I think Bob Ryder, because he was a travel guy, I think he had accumulated like so many points that, you know, they gave me a bump one time, bro. And Jeff, you know what I did? As soon as the first wrestler, I don't remember who it was. I don't remember. As soon as they walked past me and went back into coach, what did you think I did?
Switch seats with him.
I gave him my seat in first class. So you would do that. If that were the case, you would have done the same. But screw Rudy. You know, Rudy's trying to paint himself as some Prince Charming, some hero, some gentleman. Bullshit. Rudy's constipated, bro. So that's why he gave up his seat. Let the record be clear, Jeff. All right. Let's talk about this, Jeff.
I guess we have to.
I'm going to let you walk me through this, bro.
Well, can we talk about first?
Let's talk about whatever you want.
We beat this to death. I understand that. But every time I'm sitting at the end of these shows, I'm like, is this ever going to end? And one thing, I mean, I know we sit through these. It was 3 hour, almost 3.5 hours tonight.
Yeah, 3.5 hours.
We know WrestleMania. Yeah, we know WrestleMania is going to be 6 or 7, and then we got the 4 hour, 5 hour Royal Rumbles, 3.25 hour Raws every Monday, 2 hour SmackDowns. This is one of the reasons, in my opinion, that they, besides the product and blah, 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 this is one of the reasons why they can't grab new people. Yeah. People that live normal lives and they're into lots of things and they have a lot of responsibilities and their kids do activities and they watch The Walking Dead and they watch, you know, Game of Thrones or whatever, and they watch all these other things. They don't have this ridiculous amount of time to commit to pro wrestling. I think that's a big turnoff to new fans.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, you know what? I mean, if you're a follower of baseball, Jeff, the big thing now, they talk about it every single day. It's at the top of the news. Pace of play. That's what it's called, Jeff. Pace of play. Because, Jeff, all the the demographic for Major League Baseball is my age. 57 years old. The Major League Baseball, bro, they know they got to get that young fan. They can't have guys like me be in their main audience. They've got to go after the young fan. So, bro, it's all about pace of play now. All these rules they're putting into play to shorten the game, Jeff. Shorten the game. That's the difference. Jeff, how many times have we heard people, thousands, hundreds of thousands, say Raw is too long? Anything 3 hours long is too long. We've heard, bro, even the marks say that. Not even Dave Meltzer can defend 3 hours, bro. And they hear that loud and clear. But they don't give a shit, bro, because as long as they're going to get paid 3 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday, they're going to take the money. And you might say, okay, bro, it's business. You know, and I get that, bro. It is business. But when you have people screaming at you, it's too freaking long. I mean, bro, at some point, you got to listen to those people. Because it's exactly what you said, Jeff. I mean, like, Jeff, what are they assuming? All people do is watch wrestling?
I think that, I mean, that's what their current audience does. We see it all the time. That's all these people do is they watch wrestling.
It's too much, bro. Like I said, if baseball is spending, you know, millions of dollars studying this to shorten down their game, it just seems like WWE gets longer and I thought tonight was supposed to be 3 hours, bro.
Yeah. So imagine, you know, the rumor that's going around is that we're going to get 4 hours every pay-per-view because they'll be dual branded. I fully believe that. I can see them doing that. We just saw with the Royal Rumble was 4 hours. SummerSlam was 5 hours. WrestleMania was 6 or 7 last year. I don't remember. I'm sure it will be longer this year. So it's like you got to set days aside of your week just to watch WWE.
Jeff, that's what I don't understand. I swear to you, Jeff, bro, who could love anything that much that they want to see 4 hours of it? I mean, seriously, Jeff. I mean, like, come on. If I'm watching a baseball game, you know, it starts getting long, bro. I don't care if the Giants are playing or what. Like, I get to the end this point. Like freaking, okay, end this. I mean, how does anybody enjoy Jeff? I can't imagine going to a concert and a performer performing for 4 hours and me still wanting more. I couldn't imagine that, bro.
No, and what you said about the age for baseball, I remember there was a report a year or two ago that wrestling was in a similar area. Age group 50s or whatever was the median age. And that's obviously not the audience. That's not the 18 to 49 that the advertisers target that are spending the monies now. You know, it used to be 18 to 34. Now it's 18 to 49. But if your median age is and it may have changed. I don't know. I remember this was a couple of years ago, but if it's high 40s, low 50s, the kids, you're not getting enough kids, you're not getting enough teenagers for the next generation, so they're watching it when they're in their 50s.
I swear to you, Jeff, I swear to you, bro, if somebody came along with a business background and a brain and freaking money, bro, if a Mark Cuban came along or somebody of that ilk, if somebody came along with business sense and money, I swear to God, bro, they would be able to give the WWE a run for their money so freaking easily. You could see another WCW WWE situation. You could see it, bro. And number one, I don't understand why that hasn't happened. And I can't believe for the life of me somebody like a Mark Cuban or somebody that has a lot of freaking money, bro. And you know, I can't believe somebody's not going to make a run of this. I can't believe it, Jeff, because they can be had. That with the resources, they can be had. Because and you know what, bro? They deserve to be had because they don't give a shit. They don't care about fans. Don't tell me they care about fans. They don't. They care about money and they care about their bottom line. And I mean, that's okay. But bro, I'm not going to watch 4 hours of wrestling for anybody.
No, and it's going to take somebody like him. It's got to be a huge mark that's loaded, and that's what they want to do. It's the only reason it's going to happen because TV stations aren't jumping up to try to find a new wrestling promotion or a new wrestling company. You know, we saw what Impact went through, TNA for however many years with Lucha Underground every single year. It seems, okay, are they going to get renewed or not? And those are just little stations. So no giant TV stations are like, yeah, we want to take on the WWE because they see the audience difference than when Raw and Nitro were tearing up the ratings at the same time in the same time slot every Monday night. So it's going to take a billionaire mark to just want to spend his money because they love professional wrestling.
Or a millionaire, billionaire who sees they've got a monopoly on this industry.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have to like wrestling at all. They could just see, wait a minute, what do you mean there's only one wrestling company? I mean, that's all it would really take. They don't have to be a wrestling mark at all, bro.
Yeah. Well, they would have to even get a TV deal for that. You know, that style of audience to beat them, they would have to have a lot of connections to pull that off, I think.
Bro, but I got to tell you, bro, you know Mark Cuban owns AXS Access TV.
Right.
Bro, he's got New Japan on there.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, bro, start a company in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Then put a company on there from freaking Mexico. You know what I'm saying? But he's already got a network. He already has wrestling on that network. Bro, I can't believe. And see, that's the thing, Jeff. If a lot of people were watching New Japan, that would put an idea in Mark Cuban's head that, well, wait a minute. I can start my own company here in the United States, challenge Vince McMahon, but New Japan's got to be knocking it out of the park first. And I don't know if they'd ever capture a casual audience, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to. There's certain things that catch the casual audience that the majority of today's companies don't do. So somebody would have to go in that direction.
Jeff, how come we don't get those ratings?
They don't. I remember I did look it up once a long time ago, and if they don't make the top 150 in cable for the week, like they don't publish it. So you have to wait for them to come out with it themselves.
I'd love to know what those numbers are because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go, bro. Go ahead, kick it off, man.
Well, I mean, we start with the women's chamber, which I mean, I don't know if to me, if this is a type of match, I think there should only be one on the show, either the women or the men, because I think it takes the prestige or not the prestige, the mystique out of that match for the day if we've already seen one. But to me, I got a few notes here. I just don't like why they got to make Alexa a coward. You know, the chicken, you know what, heel. Yeah. Oh, she's scared to come out of the chamber because Sasha and Bayley are there. Like, come on. But I did like her promo at the end. Like, I thought that was really good how she made it, you know, cried and then boom, turned on the crowd. I like that.
Yeah, I put over, bro. I wasn't crazy with this match. I thought the Royal Rumble match was far and away. But again, bro, remember, there were 11 veterans in that Royal Rumble match. There were no veterans in this match. But you would think, Jeff, with the 3-on-3 tags over you would think they, you know, be able to, you know, knock it out of the park. I don't think they knocked it out of the park, bro. And again, bro, I think it's because we've just seen it so many freaking times. I thought the psychology was bad. There were really spots in this match where it was really poor psychology. Alexa over was very, very, very predictable. And yeah, I mean, bro, when she started crying at the end, my first impulse was, you got to be kidding me, bro.
Me too. Yeah.
And then when she did that turn, I'm like, oh, thank God. Okay, credit to whoever did that. Thank God. But yeah, I mean, Jeff, this match compared to Royal Rumble, I think was a major, major step backwards.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't think it was bad, but like at the end when Alexa does her finish off the top of one of the pods, and it's a complete no-sell from Sasha into her finish.
Yeah.
Not only did they no-sell her finish, they no-sold it from a much higher point than the top turnbuckle where she normally does it from. I just think that I don't like stuff like that. I don't know. It bugs me.
And Jeff, I'm not saying it was a bad match. I don't want anybody to think I'm saying that. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, because there's been so many matches like this, it just didn't really stand out. And I mean, that's the thing. When you tune in every Monday night and it's 3-on-3 every single week, something like this, yeah, bro, you got this structure and the whole 9 yards, you got all this stuff, but it's still the same match. So I'm not saying it was a bad match. I'm just saying I was numb to this match.
Yeah. The next match, I didn't even care about.
Yeah, I didn't. Bro, I was showing people my albums on Periscope during this match. I don't even know who won. I don't care who won. I'm not interested who won. Some guy made a joke on the internet that I wasn't interested in. Of course, Vince, you're not interested in the black team. And I popped you. No, he was kidding around. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. And I popped huge. But I'm like, no, bro. Like, there's no story. Like, there's just nothing, bro. Bro, you might as well have just had a cold match. I mean, it didn't matter. I mean, yeah, bro. I didn't watch a second of this match.
Yeah, and it was predictable, of course. The bar goes over. The Asuka versus Nia Jax match. I don't know. I knew they were going to put Asuka over because she can't lose going into this big WrestleMania, but at least they gave Nia some heat back. You don't see that. We always complain about not giving her the heat back. They gave her the heat back. They threw the barricade spot. It was okay.
Yeah, I said the same thing, bro. I mean, they put they got Asuka over. But I said, I'm not gonna jump to any gun or nothing. Let's see if they give, you know, Nia a comeback. And you know, they did. So I gave them credit with that.
Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. I thought we might get, I mean, Matt disappeared. That was cool. He sang the song. He sang in TNA with Rebby and with Jeff. That was cool. But then it was just another straight up Matt Hardy beats Bray Wyatt thing. I wanted something different here. Like, give us something at the end. Rebby comes out or Senior Benjamin comes out. I don't think we're going to get that stuff. And if we do, I don't think it will be near as good as it was in TNA, unless they say Jeremy Borash, come do this with them.
Well, Jeff, here's what I don't understand. Okay. We give Nia Jax a comeback. Okay.
Right.
we give Braun Strowman a comeback. Okay, why do we just kill Bray Wyatt? And Jeff, why didn't they, like, at least at the end of it do something Bray Wyatt-ish? Bro, remember when they were doing that shit for a while, all the snakes in the ring and all that shit? I'm not saying do that, but why didn't they do something with Bray creatively coming off of that? You know, bro, let me ask you a question, because this was so muddied. And bro, the deal was he was Sister Abigail, right?
He was supposed to be, but then remember he got the virus, and then they never did that match because he was sick. He was going to wrestle as Sister Abigail.
Bro, that's what's on the table. Why not think he was doing the Sister Abigail thing, and all of a sudden now something like this happens, and out of the blue, Blackout lights up this freaking The Ring character standing over Matt Hardy. That opens the door for Rebby now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just, bro, is where he's positioned right now. Is Matt Hardy a big star or a top guy where he's the only guy that gets over clean and there's no retribution? I could understand if it was a top guy. Yeah, we beat, and even that I don't understand. But you know, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, I mean, are at least equal on the freaking card. And again, to just beat Bray, God, I mean, bro, at this point, like, Bray Wyatt is just useless. He's useless, bro.
Yeah, and I think this was just a 50-50 from Raw 25 when Bray beat Matt Hardy clean. So now they do the other way. And, you know, they show Bray dejected or whatever the word is, walking away from the ring, you know, like he's all sad with himself. Like I was thinking, when you were there, I remember Vader lost one time. He cuts this promo. It was in a big losing.
Yeah, he said he sucked.
Yeah, and I'm a big fat piece of shit.
Yeah,
like
I remember
that. I want not for Bray to say that, but something that maybe breaks him and gives him a rejuvenation and change his character a little bit, maybe turn into Sister Abigail. But if they keep beating him and then tomorrow night we get the same smoky promo in the background, that means nothing anymore because they don't protect this character at all. They do the opposite.
You got to protect everybody, bro. Everybody is a commodity, every freaking body, bro. And, you know, no, they did not do that here.
Well, now it's the Rousey time. I think there's a lot to talk about here. Were you surprised at the promo where it was like her, like she was nervous, like really it was really her, you know, like not really a scripted thing when she was talking there, or I don't know, she just seemed really nervous and genuine at the same time to me. Did you get that? Or
it was awkward, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would have wanted a scripted promo because we don't know how good that would have been. So I'm not saying I wanted that, but I want to see the badass. You know, I mean, bro, she's going out there in the Piper shirt, the Piper coat, the Piper colors. That's not what Roddy would do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I would have loved to see the confident, badass promo. Bro, like I said, there are people you can do that with. You know what I mean? But there are other people I don't think you should do that with. And I think a lot of times, bro, I think they pick their situations poorly. Who cares that she's emotional about? And again, what are you emotional about, Ronda? You got your ass kicked your last 2 fights at UFC, so now you're going over to fake wrestling. Like I don't like what you're thankful that they took you. Like, what did you think they weren't going to take? Like, I don't understand it. You're getting emotional because they're chanting your name. Whatever reason, bro, she got emotional. I think that was very, very, very awkward for who she is and the spot. I would have loved to see a confident, strong pro. Because, bro, let's face it. Like I said, her last 2 times out, she got beat. You want to bring her back as vulnerable and weeping, and no, bro, you've got to restore that persona. I would have started it right here.
Yeah, well, it looks like they started. We're gonna get that tag match, most likely Kurt and Rousey versus Stephanie and Triple H. What were your thoughts on the way they started this? I actually liked Kurt giving Kurt balls for once and calling out Stephanie and Triple H instead of him being in the background. I like that stuff. I laughed at him when he had to talk again up the ramp. And Stephanie, didn't you tell me in the office? Like, I don't know. Kurt made that funny. He makes things funny. I liked Rousey putting Triple H through the table, but then of course Stephanie gets the slap in. Now, listen, all right. I understand Stephanie getting heat if we're going to go into WrestleMania and Rousey is going to beat Stephanie, but if she was going to slap her, somebody had to pull her off immediately, because to have her get in Rousey's face and Rousey just stand there killed her, man. I can't stand seeing that stuff. I don't know. What were your thoughts?
If they're going to that tag, I'll tell you what I would have done. If they're going to that tag, I would have had Hunter push Kurt to the back. Okay, bro? I would have had freaking Kurt knock Triple H on his ass. Okay, bro? I would have had a huge brawl, and I would have had a pull apart. Now, everybody's saying immediately, you know, oh, Vince, you don't know what you're talking about because you would have took the focus off of Ronda Rousey. No, I would have had a pull apart between those two. Holy shit. Okay? By the time the smoke is cleared, we go to the ring. Okay? Ronda Rousey is, you know, I would have set it up a little differently, bro, where maybe verbally Ronda Rousey, you know, Triple H is pushing Kurt to the back. Verbally, Ronda Rousey's getting in Stephanie's face in the ring. Okay? All of a sudden now, bro, Kurt shoves him on his ass. A fight breaks out. That's a whole other story right there now for tomorrow. A whole other story. Okay, bro? In the meantime, that's got Rousey's attention. So she's looking at this, whatever, either from behind or either she turns into it, but Stephanie lays her freaking out. Stephanie with a chair to the freaking back. That's what I would have done. But here's what they're thinking is, bro, oh my God, if something would have happened between Kurt and Hunter, it would have taken the focus, you know, off of. No, bro, you could have set it up just like I said. Here's the part I really hate, Jeff. And I can't believe you didn't point this out, because you usually point the things out like this. This is what freaking drove me crazy. Triple H just cut the promo to us that Ronda Rousey's the baddest planet on the woman. Did he not?
The baddest woman on the planet, yes.
Yeah. I said baddest. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, and bro, here's the thing. As he kept laying this out, I swear to God, I don't know if it's just me, but all I'm thinking of is, Hunter, she got her ass kicked the last two matches. Relax. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he's putting her over, bro, to the freaking moon. Okay? Bro, 5 minutes later, Stephanie McMahon slaps the shit out of her, okay? Rolls out of the ring, and Ronda Rousey doesn't go after her. So, bro, so like right there, you again, bro, she's wearing Piper's colors, bro. If that were Piper and that was Superfly Jimmy Snuka, you think Piper would have let Snuka roll out of the ring? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Never in a million years, man. She should have freaking hightailed her there, grabbed her back by the hair, huge brawl, whatever. But she's not going after her, bro, because of the ropes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, I understand Stephanie has to get the heat here if Rousey's going to go over on her at WrestleMania, but they had to protect Rousey in the meantime. That would have worked. An immediate security, like right after the slap, something to protect Rousey, but she shouldn't just be standing there and let Stephanie scream in her face, "Who do you think you are, Ronda?" And
Jeff, that again, I'm putting myself in that creative meeting. This exact scenario is laid out. I'm listening to this. Okay. And then they're done talking. And I'm like, okay, so Stephanie's going to slap the shit out of Ronda, roll out of the ring, and Ronda Rousey isn't going to go after Stephanie. Why? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that stuff's important, bro. Again, put Austin in that spot, Jeff. Put Austin in that. Rock's going to slap him and roll out.
Yeah, I mean, it just could be Rousey doesn't know to say anything. You know, okay. She'll just do what she's told. You know, she's not thinking about, wait a minute, hold on, you know?
Not at all, bro. And her and Stephanie are probably good friends, you know? But yeah, bro, that's how I feel about that.
Yep. And then the main event, I don't know, man. A lot of people said it was predictable. I thought there was no way Braun was going to lose.
I thought there was no way they could beat Braun. Jeff, can I tell you something? They're going to turn this into a three-way. They have to. Okay? But, bro, look at what they've done. Jeff, just look at what they've done. You don't got to be Vince Russo television writer. You don't got to be Jeff Lane wrestling writer. You don't have to have all these years of knowledge combined. Let's look at what anybody can look at. Okay, Jeff? Brock Lesnar beats Braun Strowman. Goes on a rampage, kills everybody, lays everybody out through rings. Kane, this one, that one, beep, ba, 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 ba. Gets in his next big match, the Chamber of Commerce, and Roman Reigns pins him 1, 2, 3. So Lesnar pins him, a Road of Destruction, Reigns pins him. You know what that tells me? That tells me that Braun Strowman can't win the big match. He can't win the big one. Like I can't understand why you would book this guy this way. Now, Jeff, maybe because remember last time, like Strowman got blown up with Lesnar,
right?
Well, maybe they didn't want that to happen again. So let's put Roman in the match. Let's make it a three-way. That makes all the sense in the world, bro. But you can't get there by pinning Braun Strowman 1, 2, 3. You can't get there that way, bro, because that he lost to Lesnar. Now he lost to Reigns. It doesn't matter who he kills in between, Jeff. It doesn't freaking matter. And Jeff, can I say one thing?
Yes,
bro. You know, like when a woman turns into a man, you know, that transgender gimmick, you know, Caitlyn. What do they do, bro? They give the woman testosterone. That's the big gimmick, right? I guess they give the woman testosterone. When a man turns into a woman, what do they inject the man with?
I don't know. Maybe estrogen. I am so ignorant to this stuff. I don't know.
Bro, whatever it is, somebody is ejecting that into freaking Seth Rollins, bro. Jeff, I got to tell you, I swear, and listen, I don't have a problem with Seth Rollins. I'm telling you this match, Jeff, between him punching like a freaking girl and screaming when guys are getting heat on him, I'm like, bro, like when did you become a woman? I don't, Jeff, I cannot understand. When you got a guy the size of Braun Strowman, Jeff, you can't lay it into him. That guy's not going to be able to take punches at half speed. Are you freaking kidding me? Bro, Rollins was hitting freaking Braun Strowman like a girl. Then I think when he was in the spot with Finn or whatever, he's screaming when they're hitting him. I'm like, what the frig, bro?
And we've seen his promos. It's like they've turned him.
They're doing the promos.
You know, you guys, this is for you. We did this together. It's like they've turned him into the most stereotypical, cheesy, cringy baby face that he can, and then his in-ring performances is showing that too. I don't know.
Because bro, you know, I don't talk about the work a lot. I've talked about his punches a lot, Jeff. A lot. I mean, my God, can somebody teach the guy how? Can Glenn go there for a week?
What do you think of the other parts of the match? Elias was out pretty quick. Braun pinned everybody. I mean, all the eliminations were Braun except for Roman pinning Braun.
Well, that's the whole thing, Jeff. That's the whole thing. Here's what they're thinking. We got to make Braun look strong. Braun's going to pin everybody because he's going to get pinned by Roman Reigns. That's how they're looking at it. But here's the reality. And here's what they know is true, Jeff, but they don't want to think about it. Okay, bro, I've said this all night. I said this my entire career, Jeff. Jeff, you could have the shittiest show, Raw, SmackDown, a pay-per-view. If you have a good finish, they're going to remember the finish. They're always going to remember, Jeff, the last thing they see. So Strowman beats everybody. Then at the end, Strowman gets beat by Roman Reigns. Guess what, bro? Strowman could have pinned 10 people. That's all they were going to remember. They were going to remember the very last thing they saw. So that's why they justify Strowman's going to beat everybody. And, you know, nobody's going to be hurt if Strowman beats them because Reigns has to pin him. Bro, people don't remember that shit that happened beforehand.
Yeah. Well, you laid out how you would have done the Angle and Triple H thing, and you think they may be going to a triple threat here. Who knows? But if you had to lay this out for a triple threat to make sense, because if you just put Braun into it, well, how does that make sense to the other guys that also lost this match when this entire match was the winner faces Brock? How do you do this to make sense to have a triple threat at WrestleMania after all these stipulations?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And, bro, here's another thing we forgot to mention about the Ronda Rousey thing. Okay?
Yeah.
Stephanie sets the promo up, and Hunter, you're going to wrestle. You're not going to wrestle for the championship at WrestleMania, but you're going to wrestle. Okay? We set that up and everything, okay? At the end of the gimmick, Ronda Rousey signing the contract. Why is Ronda Rousey signing? Kurt Angle established they're trying to screw you. They didn't forget what happened at WrestleMania. That's why they brought you back, okay? 5 minutes later, Ronda Rousey is signing that contract that Kurt Angle just warned her about. Like, you see what I mean, Jeff? Like,
you know, if they want to put her on Raw, that's fine, but that's a good point. What if she would have walked out of the ring and you go off the air and she's talking to Daniel Bryan on the phone? Or Shane McMahon on the phone.
Well, she
definitely go to SmackDown. You know, they could have dragged that out for a week or two.
She definitely could have walked out of there not signing the freaking contract.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for Kurt to say this was their plan all along, they're trying to screw you, and then you sign that crowd. My first thought is, are you an idiot? Like, did you get hit in the head that many times that he just told you they're out to screw you, and you're signing on the dotted line to be screwed?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Again, Jeff, those are just in a booking meeting. Those are just the questions that I'm asking.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I do like that they gave Kurt some balls though, but I mean, not all the way because he still got escorted to the back. But for once, he stood up to the mighty powerful Stephanie and Triple H. So at least we got to see some of that.
Jeff, can I tell you what my biggest problem is with the whole Ronda Rousey thing? Can I tell you, Jeff?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me tell you. We know the end result right now. When is WrestleMania?
April 8th, I believe.
Okay, we know the finish. We know the finish right freaking now. So you're going into that match knowing 100% the finish of the match. Stephanie's not an active wrestler. Triple H is not an active wrestler coming back anytime soon. The whole idea is to get Ronda Rousey over. So you know she's going to get over. And, bro, let me tell you something. The theory of we're going to get heat on Stephanie to make you want to see Ronda Rousey kick her ass. No, bro. You're not going to do that. That's 1970 booking, bro. So you're not going to do that. So, bro, we already know, okay, Ronda Rousey's going over. Like, we already know that. What happens in between doesn't matter compared to if it is an Asuka or if it is a Charlotte, because now you have the question of, okay, they got to get Ronda Rousey over, but are they going to get her over by burying Asuka or by burying Charlotte? You see what I mean, bro? There's that question. Now it's not so easy to get Ronda Rousey over. This way, Ronda Rousey pinning Stephanie McMahon, that's where they're losing me, bro. There's no intrigue to this story.
Let me ask you this, because you were the one who, convinced Vince McMahon that Tyson had to be a heel. Do you think there's more money in Rousey as a heel right now instead of the cheesy baby face? Like if she turned on Kurt at WrestleMania, they did a swerve and she was with Stephanie or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like for new people, it seems to be easier to be a heel at first. Am I wrong on that?
I don't think you're wrong on that, Jeff, but I think in this instance, bro, I think they have some damage control to do with Ronda Rousey because of the way she left the UFC, bro. And, bro, let me tell you, there is emotion coming into this because, bro, I went through this with Vince. Vince wanted Mike Tyson to be the babyface because they just kicked him out of boxing. So he wanted to get sympathy and empathy on Mike Tyson. That's why he wanted to put Tyson with Austin. It's the same thing here, bro. She went out on a down note. So they've got to build her back up. And I'm telling you, bro, there's a big part of the company. Like, bro, when the people started chanting Ronda Rousey, that's when she started getting emotional. That's what they wanted to accomplish. So I think definitely down the road, heel, no doubt about it. But I just think they got some building up to do, with her persona before they can get to that.
Yeah, I will. I don't, for anybody that cares, what my girlfriend thought, but she did not want any part of this tonight. Like she's in the other room. But when Rousey was out, she watched that.
Interesting.
And she said, this is the first time I've actually seen a real person on here instead of cheesy acting. This looks genuine to me. So I don't know what that, we're inside the bubble right now. She's not. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but that was what a non-fan thought of it anyway.
Yeah. But, man, bro, again, I was on the Periscope gimmick, so maybe I'll write some of it off to that. But I think this was a lackluster show at best.
Yeah, it went 30 minutes too long. The entrances for the final match, that I think that was like 15-20 minutes. With the Elias and then all 7 entrances or the other 6 entrances, and I think 2 hours and 45 minutes is when it's a single brand pay-per-view. That's where you need to go. This 3 hours and 3:30. It's just when you start to get tired and you're ready to be done, that last 20 minutes, it's just it just drags on. And then they want people to watch the post show on the network, that show with Stephanie that was on and all that stuff. It's just so much content. I just don't know if your average person has the time to consume it all.
Bro, why is it that when they always freaking do something big, a big angle, or somebody comes in, or it's WrestleMania worthy, bro, why does it always revolve around Stephanie and Triple H?
It's like they got to pull Triple H out. It's like bringing The Rock back every year or bringing The Undertaker back. They have to pull that card because they don't have the star power. I mean, Brock, yes. Cena, yes. Roman, yes. Strowman, I would think so, but not after this. I don't know. But it's like they have to throw somebody else in there that people that don't, Triple H is back. Okay, I'll watch this. I think that's what they're doing. I don't know. Kurt Angle versus Triple H, there may be some intrigue there. But you're right. I mean, it's always Stephanie's involved. The Triple H part.
It's WrestleMania. It's like no matter what, here they come.
Yep.
Every freaking year. Then we'll go through WrestleMania. They'll come back a week after WrestleMania, and then we'll see them next WrestleMania. So,
yep. Well, the rumors are already flying, and you've stood pat on this since WrestleMania last year. But now with Cena losing, and he doesn't have a path to WrestleMania, they're saying the Undertaker again. What's your stance on that? Still staying the same?
Bro, I never said he wouldn't do it. I'm saying if I were him, I wouldn't do it. That's what I'm saying. I would not. Yeah. I've not ever said he's not going to do it. I'm just saying I
remember you said, like, when you're somebody like that and you leave your boots in the ring, that's saying something.
It is saying something. And it was so freaking dramatic, bro. It was.
Yeah, I don't know how you can go out again after that. How do you top that? And then descending into the ground, that it was all cool stuff. I don't know. It'd be tough to top that again. But
yeah, I don't know. But that's, but like Glenn's, his take is, I'm a mark. It's a business. It's about money. But it was like you said, bro, it was the way they did it It was so freaking final. Like,
Yep.
You know, but is that it?
That's it, man. Unless you got anything else you wanted to talk about. I'm surprised we got that long out of it, honestly. But I don't know. You had mentioned real quick you'd never seen this match before. So what was your take on the structure of the match?
I thought it was cool. I mean, I thought it was a great structure. I liked the light, and I thought it was good. I thought it was really, really cool.
Yeah. I remember the first one. Shawn Michaels was in it. It was a really good match, and I mean that set the stage for people to want to see it again. So yeah, it was really cool.
Do you remember everybody that could you remember more than Shawn that was in that first one?
Triple H was, but I can't remember who else was in it.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Yeah.
All right, bro. Man, on Periscope, I told everybody. A lot of people didn't know about the brand and the Realm Network, and I can't. So many people don't even know about the podcast, bro. I'm like, guys, like, So tell everybody what's going on at Realm.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on podcast 1, you can get this show. Well, it came out yesterday on the Realm Network and in video form. So you can get all of our shows on video on the Realm Network. Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco, which is one of our most popular shows with Disco Inferno. It's every Monday on the Realm Network, or on podcast 1, excuse me. But you get it 3 days earlier on Realm. It would come out on Friday. And, of course, Castrating the Marks. If you've never seen the show, go to our YouTube right now. Go to russosbrand.com, click our YouTube. Check out the Castrating the Marks playlist. This is where we play clips of the so-called professional wrestling experts in the dirt sheet community, the Dave Meltzers, the Wade Kellers, the Ryan Sattins, Mike Johnsons, and so on. And Vince pulls out his trusty old knife and starts slicing and dicing the little gonads of these people weekly. That's our most popular show. That is exclusively on the Realm Network every single week. So check us out, russosbrand.com. It's less than $1 a week, no long-term commitment. You can opt out at any time. There's a subscribe to the Realm Network link right at the top of the page at russosbrand.com.
All right, so what are they getting tomorrow now? If they're listening on podcast 1,
they will be tomorrow is the Raw and SmackDown review. Yes, it'll be That's Life for Realm Network tomorrow, and podcast 1, you will get that show on Thursday.
There you go. All right, everybody, there you have it. Check us out at russosbrand.com. Check out Jeff at JeffLane22. I'm on Twitter at @TheVinceRusso. Thanks for joining us. Long night. Get some rest. We will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Take care.